Hi, welcome back to channel, TrainStation2. Alright, this is going to take me 16 hours to complete. I think it's best that you identify the train that will be a potential bottleneck. So you can see my thumbnail just now. The two steam trains are going to be my bottleneck. Of course, the first one will be the rare steam and another one will be the epic steam. So apparently what I'm trying to do is really to try to upgrade my rare steam, which is currently giving a problem and most likely causing me to fall to second because there's no way I could complete this job on hand until the end of the countdown time, which is today. That's the end of this first competition. Currently still leading, but later on you'll notice that I'm stuck with the job here. Like I said, it's gonna take me like what, probably a couple of hours after the end of the competition, so-called the first competition countdown time. So that is something that you ought to know by identifying them. I mean, those bottleneck trains in your train collection. All right. So unfortunately, I thought we could get at least a rare steam, but no, we are still getting a rare electric. So the rare steam will be a bottleneck. Like I mentioned, the epic steam will be my next bottleneck. If they are asking for triple restriction again, which means region 8 epic steam, likewise it will be the similar case now, which is region 8 rare steam. All right, so given the quantities they are asking and the capacity that we have, if we have like what 6 capacity, it could take us what 20 hours, but if we upgrade it to like 10 capacity, going to take us about 12 hours. So that's what I meant. It's important to upgrade your trains. But of course, if you have a very high capacity rare train, probably it'll take you a couple of maybe 3 or 4 or 5 hours at max. So that makes the difference. So these are the so-called bottleneck situations they are facing in the midst of competition. Very unfortunate. It comes in just right before we end our competition. So this is going to hinder my progress. I'm lucky I still got one more job that I can do. I'm hoping they will allow me to generate the third customer or the contractor after I completed 10/10 of the job of the second contractor. So I'm stuck with the first contractor, which I think if the system doesn't give me a third contractor to work with or a second contractor round 2 1/10 to work with, I may easily lose this competition altogether, even though been working really good and hard for this, but it's not going to work well. Blackpink is catching up really fast and furious. We are just a couple of jobs away, and I think although there's a 66 EP job that I can complete, but if, like I said, left with only one job and I can't do anything about it, my final score will be just another 66, and that's about it. That means Blackpink will easily overtake me by doing 1 or 2 jobs, and that's about it. So here we have Blackpink chasing me, and of course you may have your own competitor chasing you. So I know this is not something that we can control with, but again, something we can control would be to upgrade the bottleneck trains. So you can easily identify, I just repeat one more time, looking at your region trains, for mine will be region 8, identify those solo or very lonely trains that actually stand alone and it stands out really glaring in the face. If you have rather many of this rare electric, then of course there is no need or urgency to upgrade them. Focus on that rare steam, which is the one and only train I have, so to avoid such bottleneck situation. This is some preparation work we're going to do. So this would actually give you an idea which trains to select to upgrade first. But of course, I've always been focusing saying that it's important to upgrade your legendary to 80 capacity. That's talking about event trains, because by doing that, you can get a good number of gold every 4 hours actually. At the same time, during competitions, you fly because your superb 80/80 legendary train will bring you up the ranks, and making one delivery you complete the whole request sometimes, or two. But what I really want to focus on is also the need to store your materials in the warehouse I'm showing you right now. So you must know what to store. You got to check out what's the event's requirement. So in this event itself, we all know metal and copper is highly sought after. So metal and copper is something you got to store. At the same time, iron ore likewise. Although it's just like a 30-second job, but you don't have any dispatcher at your disposal. A 30-second job seems forever. So make sure you have all this iron and copper stored up in your input tray. Convert the nails order back to iron. So you cancel that nails order, you get back the iron, and that's how or actually steel, pardon me. So you cancel that nails order, you get back steel, and of course you got to get lots of copper to stand by in the output tray of your smelting plant itself. Okay, so at this juncture, Blackpink equates to my score already. We are about 8 hours more to go. I'm not confident in getting first. Unfortunately, the hindrance of this bottleneck seems to be the issue. But again, I'm just hoping that I got one more customer to go. Then that allows me to progress further. Like I said, if the system doesn't allow, it's going to force you to complete all the 2 jobs, and once you complete one of it, then that's be out of business from the contractor, and you got to make sure you finish the other contractor before they allow us to generate another 2 more. That will be an issue. So the other aspects of it, in terms of warehouse, as I mentioned many times, importance of upgrading your population, building requests, then get population and then upgrade your warehouse, because if not, you're faced with such situation, tiny warehouse situation, it's a bit painful. Likewise, prepare your event items, even though it's not being asked for, because it takes time. You really got to keep on preparing. Your supply depot should go round the clock non-stop. So this is something you got to bear in mind before you send out your dispatches. Make sure you gather the raw materials from the event map. Just spend that 5 minutes or so before you send out your dispatches. Okay, so again, at this juncture, 628. If you add at 66 and that's it, we're in deep trouble. It just means there's no way we can go further. All right, I'm hoping, finger crossed. All right, good luck to you in the first competition. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.